global update or take it as a national update. And this is to whom it may concern. I want to believe that everybody have life and have right to life, and nobody have the monopoly to cut anyone's life short. But I want to air my mind concerning what is happening in Nigeria. As long as that contraction still bear one name, Nigeria, I'm not exempted at the moment, but I'm exonerated from all the evil going on in Nigeria. I reject it, I condemn it, and permit me to say I dislike it or I detested it. So, the recap of the major story this moment, anyone listening to me from anywhere you are should understand that Nigeria as a country is vulnerable to any disaster, and this may occur any moment as the result of Nigeria does not have a president. There is no president in Nigeria. They smuggled the president of Nigeria out while he was in between death and life. And this is why even the Minister of Information of Nigeria is not working. Because when you ask the Information Minister of Nigeria, he will tell you that the president can be anywhere in the world. Bola Tinubu can be anywhere in the world, even inside the grave, and be ruling Nigeria. And this is telling you the level of rustication of Nigeria. If you are counting countries on earth, exempt to Nigeria. So what I'm telling you this moment, the bandits have taken over the government of Nigeria. Bandits have taken over the government of Nigeria. As Tinubu is nowhere to be found. Bandits went to University of Kogi State and adopted many students who are writing their last exam, and many were killed by the bandits. And as of the time of filing this report, no policeman was able to be communicated, and the vice chancellor of the university switched off his phone. Nobody could reach him. No military was available. And these people finished what they wanted to do. Just imagine. You can see some of the students who were killed, and some of them were abducted, or call it kidnapped, by Nigeria bandits. So, You see, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Kogi State refused to release the numbers of the kidnapped students, which some students who narrowly escaped by jumping inside the bush was able to give the statistics on the missing fellow students. And they are getting approximately 350 students. I said the people did whatever they like. No police intervention, no military intervention. What does this tell you? As you are listening to me, you may say you are not from North. Ndị ugwu Hausa. Let me inform you, Kogi State is not far from Biafra land. Don't forget that part of Kogi State is in Biafra land, such as Aloma. Aloma is in Kogi State, if you don't know. And many other places like that. When it happened to the nose, the eyes will begin to cry. You may claim to be nonchalant to this broadcast. It doesn't concern you. You are in the land of Biafra. You are in Enugu State. You are in Ebonyi State. How can they reach there? Remember that somebody constituted the security operatives that are guiding and protecting Biafra land. Some of you are not even appreciating it. But I want to tell you that the falling of a dry leaf is a warning to the green one. Anyhow you like, look at it. The Boko Haram issue, kidnapping issue, raping issue started from Borno State. And many Igbos, many Biafrans pay nonchalant attitude. Is what is happening in the north. Why should it come to the east? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you that a day shall come that these terrorists from north shall bring you out from your room and behead you before your husband, and behead you before your wife, behead your children before you. And you didn't believe it. It shall be well with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. God really ordained him for this assignment. He predicted the time, or he prophesied godly, because everything that came out of his mouth have come to pass. We witness it, and we are still witnessing it. Terrorists in disguise, wearing military uniform, and we are deployed to Biafra land for massacre, for Fulanization and Islamization. Saga. And none of you could stand them. None of you was able to fight back. Because when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was talking it, and you are busy wambling in your mouth, it's as good as you have already prepared to protect heaven and earth and to destroy the terrorist. But immediately the terrorist barged in, heads were rolling in the street, and many compounds today have been completely closed down by the hands of Fulani bandits. And you, some of you Biafrans, some of you Igbos, could not do anything, could not react. Rather, you are looking for where to run to and leave your compound and leave your father's compound. But these are strangers that doesn't know anything about the ancestral land of Biafra. So what I'm telling you this moment, if you decided to joke with it, you may not like what will happen. Yes, the securities of Biafra land is intact, but you, how much did you appreciate it? And how much have you contributed to make sure that Biafra struggle is on and end to the favor of Biafrans? Because what Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are doing, including I, is to make sure that Biafrans are completely secured from anything that has to do with terrorism, rapists, and kidnappers. As it is sounding today, bitterly and full of sand in Kogi State, it may be another state tomorrow. So, what I'm saying this moment should be very, very clear to you. Those parents that their children are in university at Kogi State that were kidnapped, some of them were killed in the school there. Some of them, as they are shooting sporadically, randomly, into the bush and in the air, strange bullets, unfortunately, got to the innocent students. You know what it means. It's a great loss. So, those that it affected are in pains and agony, crying and weeping and wailing, and nobody to console them. You have to ask yourself a question. What is the governor of Kogi State doing? When you calculate all these things, you see that vanity plus vanity is equals to vanity. All the politicians in Nigeria, what they focus is their pocket. The houses they will buy in abroad, the money they will dock in the bank outside the country for their children. All right? So, now see how the innocent citizen that the government of Nigeria did not contribute to anything for them to go to school are in their final year now were killed. And I'm telling you that this 350 people now, students now, it's not all of them will return. It's not all of them you are going to see. But before I wrap up, I want to inform you that kidnapping in Nigeria is a political, lucrative business. Politicians in Nigeria are sponsoring terrorism and kidnapping and rapists. So, when they kidnap people, they negotiate for ransom. It's a lucrative business. Politicians will take their own. But meanwhile, the politicians are supposed to stop those state actors, illegal activities, criminality, because terrorism is criminality. Kidnapping is criminality. But they will be talking a different thing. Arresting innocent people, but they overlook the terrorists.